Whether you're a religious person, whether you believe in God or not, the question will arise what God's moral stance is, or what the fundamental standard of morality should be. Whatever God is, whether an unlimited being, force, or simply a transcendent standard for humanity to strive to be like, he, she, it is not a moral being. This universe is not moral. It is a universe of cause and effect. So what is God? God is creative. This universe is creative. As Neville Goddard says, God is all imagination. A horn is blown. A musical note is produced. Pleasing or not is subjective. As it pertains to morality, one must ask if the music is evil, and so I must address, what is evil? How can we identify it in any situation? Evil is oppression, suppression, or punishment of one's freedom of expression and creation. We see this labeling in Christian culture, deeming things as Christian, godly, or secular, instead of whether things are creative, transcendent, genuine, or are they limiting in their ideas. Indeed, evil, mass murders, war, slavery, being enacted on others must be resisted and stopped. But what evil is one willing to enact to stop evil? There are gray areas, of course. Self-defense, the use of protective force, as we see in nonviolent communication. The rule should be nonviolent resistance, lest we become just like those we condemn as evil. If one were to ask what God's job is, you would answer that He creates. The first verse of Genesis is, "In the beginning God created," not "in the beginning God was moral." Therefore, our morality must stem from creativity and the act of expressing it. Our main conduit of expressing creativity is through the living of our lives. As William Blake writes, every obstruction to art and to intuitive genius is satanic. As John 1 reads, "In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God." Switch out the word "word" with the word "creation" or "creating." I think you will find it illuminating. In the beginning was creation, and creation was with God, and creation was God. This is why the pineal gland is made from the tissue from the roof of the mouth. This is to tell us the seat of the soul, where God is found within man, is in the brain, in imagination, in our thoughts and words, in our ability to create and spell words, that is, incantations of creation to frame and shape our world, where the limit is our own imagination. As it says in Deuteronomy 32:39, "I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand." This force, a potential for creation or destruction, seems also to relate to the spirit of man's consciousness, as discussed by Jung, an inherent force in man that we must come to terms with. It is ultimately up to man to decide the limits of his depravity or goodness.